translate to a win.
It's produced some challenger wins, I'd say that.
Yeah,
but
okay.
it hasn't produced in the Masters just yet.
Yes, they what they win. They won the Quebec Challenger and Pristina Fribourg as well. Yes, the body of work is impressive. Don't get me wrong, but it's all about the big show. This is the big show, boss. It's the World Tour.
Yeah, you're right. They've had some opportunities now, right? Cebu lost in the semis.
Yeah.
You know, Constanta as well. They've gotten a couple of opportunities to get close.
Yeah.
They haven't quite gotten over the hump. And you know what? We sat here 365 and a couple of days ago, and we had the same conversation.
We did. We did.
The exact same conversation. They just cannot get over the semifinals hump.
But I think it's important to be patient because as spectacular as Worthy has been, this is just his second year playing 3x3, man. It's like, you got to think about some of the great players and what they look like in year number 2 of their 3x3 careers.
Nah, you're right. We should be patient with him, but just we have high expectations. I think everybody has high expectations from him, especially with all the highlights and just the. He can score on demand, right?
Comes with the territory, though.
Yes.
It comes with the territory.
Yes.
When you perform like that, people expect it to translate to wins.
I think so, and I think the one thing that we can kind of goes towards him is that whenever he gets to the semifinals or whatever, his defense drops off just a little bit. He will try to go for steals, but he'll go into more of like a it's what we used to call a kamikaze play.
Probably gas, though.
Yeah.
You know, by the time you get to the semis, how much energy is left in the tank? I know what you're gonna say is, look, and when you're the star, you got to find it. Man, he crossed his knees dizzy. Did you see that pull up? Come on, man.
That's a good one.
The Chunikas with that last bucket. There's Worthy slicing through the defense. He'll finish with the lay, and that's going to get some cheers from the fans here. And here's Matulis. Oh, that was one of the 16% that he misses inside the two-point arc. He doesn't miss much as he recovers and gets the score. There's a push, though. And an offensive foul called on Norbert Dillison.
Again, Dillison coming off a nice Cebu Masters, went to the World Cup under 23 last week. The fellas didn't get out of the pool. They got close, but couldn't quite make it. Now he's back here attacking the rack.
Norbert, he got the hook up. Holla if you hear me. That was going to fall. Amsterdam, by the way, they're second on the World Tour standings. So they're well in line to head to the World Tour final this year, where the top 12 teams will compete for the game's biggest prize. And obviously in a heated battle to try to qualify for the Olympic Games coming up in Paris in, what, 9 months?
Yeah, tight race right now. I think the Netherlands are just on the inside or maybe just on the outside for direct qualification. But you know what? I don't think we should get into the specifics of that.
Yeah.
You need a calculator for that stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
And a math book and like anything else.
Well, you always got a chance. We got 3 Olympic qualifying tournaments coming up in 2024. So for the teams, or the countries, I should say, that don't directly qualify, of course you want that direct qualification. But if you don't, you got to play your way in. Oh my goodness, that was a fine China-like dish between the knees. Did you see that setup, Boz?
Yeah, I saw that.
John Dreesen. He kicks it out. Juice. He'll misfire. Got a whistle on the inside. 3-2 Marijampole Mantinga over Amsterdam.
Yeah, I liked what the lineup without Worthy did in Cebu, right? They got offense in, but they were able to clamp down on defense. Now Worthy's back on the court, though, so you have a source of continuous offense.
Man, he's got feline quickness. That hop step from Worthy is nearly unguardable.
Yep.
And there's Norbert Dillison getting in on the action. He goes off the window. 1-point contest. Worthy with the cookie in hand. He's going to get it up to Juice. Jarring back to Worthy. Worthy with the left. He'll miss it. He recovers. And he makes good on the second opportunity. Here we go. The 100th FIBA 3x3 World Tour Masters continues. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. the Mountain. We're rocking with you. Jets scratching the surface. We had the qualifying draw this morning. We hope they'll join us for that. Of course, you saw Utrecht emerge from the 3 teams. We'll see them in Pool D. I believe playing next. Now we've entered the main draw.
Well, don't forget what we did in between.
I was going to say, Boz treated me to the best pancakes I've ever laid my lips on.
You ate something called the man cake.
That was, yes. Boz took me to a place, and I had something called a man cake. It had bacon and cheese and onions on the pancake, Mike. It was the most delicious thing most delicious pancake I've ever tasted. It's just something about the Dutch and their pancakes and their stroop waffles.
I got you tomorrow on something else.
Okay, it's on there.
Yep.
All right. They're playing on half of the half court. In my opinion, not the best spacing for Marijampole Mantinga on that possession, but
see, after 80 or so World Tours, you're finally starting to turn into a coach now.
Well, I do know a little bit about hoop, and you certainly don't want to be using a third of the court.
No, you're right.
Meantime, it's Evaldis Jalgis. I call him Evil Knievel.
Yeah, that's a very good nickname.
Doesn't he kind of looks like a villain? Just look at him.
Yes, he does.
Oh no, it's a bad looking attempt there from Worthy. That's okay. He's worthy of another attempt. Worthy with the hezzy. He's being pursued. Kuchinikas got left somewhere in the abyss. Worthy will draw the foul and head up to the stripe. Take a look at the quick move. And sometimes that's all you can do when it comes to trying to stop. Some players, you can only hope to slow down. Let's be honest.
Yep.
You won't stop. You're not going to stop Worthy. It's not going to happen. They put him on the free throw stripe where he's shooting 75% this year, 41 of 55. And, of course, he's going to connect there. Takes a gamble defensively and gives up a bucket.
Oh, Matulis looks a little shaken up after that.
Matulis is moving slow. Manages to poke it away from Worthy. Now he's got the Wilson up top, and he's going to let it fly. Off the iron it goes, but it stays with Green. Jalgis, one of the best, I think, one of the best players in the league when it comes to putting his head down and getting to the rim.
Yes.
Jalgis is a dog, man. Oh! Bellerson and Dreesen cannot connect. Worthy will get whistled for the foul there.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, unsportsmanlike. I think that a whistle should be blown for unsportsmanlike if there's no play on the ball. That's not technically the rule, though, Boz. The rule is the play has to be dangerous, has to put a player in jeopardy, has to be excessive.
Yeah, or a player has to have broken through towards the basket and you stop from scoring. And
so
that's what
like
happened
a clear
here.
path foul.
Yeah.
Right,
So, and that's what happened here. Matulis was on his way to get a bucket, and Ward just said, "Nuh-uh,
we ain't gonna give you that one." 7-6 game. Sitautis Matulis. I believe they call him the general, and he will knock that one down. 36 years old, man. Still playing at a high level. Oh, he took his cookies like an internet browser, and then dishes it to Matulis. And he will finish things off 9-6. Matulis has got 6 of Mariampole's 9. Oh, the whip, but no Lele. As Juice couldn't squeeze it. Bichunikas, no. Dreesen will reset, get it cleared for Amsterdam HiPRO. Jarring will share it now. Dellison driving, Dellison short range. That one ricochets off the iron, loose ball, somebody take it. It ends up working out.
shuffle pass there. You haven't seen that in a while.
He passed that like Canyon Barry shoots his free throws.
You're right about that.
He just scooped it to him. Hey, got to get it done however you got to get it done.
True.
Amsterdam, though, look, boss, we still got 4:45 left in this game. They trail by 2, and they just picked up a 7th foul to put them in a penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been using fouls to try to stop Marijampole from getting ahead in this game, and this is where it starts biting you in the behind. And the offense for Amsterdam is dependent a lot on Worthy, and Worthy, he's been guarded pretty well, I have to say.
Yeah, got to give him credit.
But Julius also just keeps on scoring.
Quietly. Well, you know, the way that he scores is always in the flow of the offense. He's not an ISO guy that's going to make a bunch of spectacular buckets, but you're going to look up and the dude's got 8 points. And that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's done the majority of Mariampole's bucket getting and responsible for this 4-point advantage they hold right now with 4:30 to go.
It's not flashy, but he's everywhere, man. He's getting buckets like a leaky roof.
So far he is. Uh-oh. Worthy spin. The stroke has betrayed him at the moment. He wants it back. Clear the way. This time Worthy is on point like a harpoon. Left wing strike, and Amsterdam trailer by 2. Off the miss. It's Jalgis. Right place, right time. Does not have the right touch. As Juice will try to keep it alive. Juice showing the effort. Who's that out of bounds off of?
I think, if I saw correctly, Amsterdam might end up with this one, yeah. So Worthy's been forced into a lot of 2-point shots, right? And his percentage on the year is so-so.
26% from long range, Worthy on the season.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not great, right? And Marijampole is trying to make him into a shooter.
Yeah.
I like the tactics they're using to try to slow Worthy down. He got the last one, though. And they're still talking. They're using this timeout to talk about how they're guarding Worthy. Did you see?
I guess so.
But Julius was playing defense into timeout.
Oh, was he?
You didn't see that, huh?
I didn't see it.
He was making defensive movements in that timeout, moving around, shuffling his feet.
High acumen. Strategy from Marijampole. Understanding how to mitigate the offensive firepower of Worthy de Jong. Of course, they're going to get it back to his worthiness. Oh, hype. The hype's Worthy. Oh, my goodness. All around the world. 6 spin move and finish, 11-10.
Worthy took his Beyblade out.
Oh, yeah. Class is dismissed. Spin class, that is. When he pulls that out, man, there's very few defenders that can stay in front of him. Oh, my goodness. Shimona. That's ridiculous. You see that, too?
I'm confused by the form.
Ziggy Mata Shimonis.
He's shooting from the neck.
Right. He's shooting from the top of the spine. Oh, precision pass. Worthy sets up jarring. 13-11. That one a miss. The Tunicus didn't have the stroke. Worthy up top to Juice. Juice thought about the 2. Instead, he'll swing it. Dellison now making the move. He left something. He got it back. Trying to put the round thing in the round thing. No, sir.
Another one of those back scratchers.
Yeah. But that's his release.
No,
Shimonis is a hell of a shooter.
He's a very good shooter. That form confuses me, though. Every single time I see it, I'm like, how can you shoot like that?
It's like Bill Cartwright. You remember Bill Cartwright?
Bill Cartwright wasn't a great 2-point shooter. Well,
no, he wasn't.
You know, he wasn't good from long range.
I'll think of another shooter. Do you remember Peja Stojakovic?
Oh, but that was a side of the face shot.
Yeah.
I think this is like, well, look, this is an odd comparison, but Jokic?
No, yeah, I guess so. Jokic got the arc on his. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, they shared it, but they don't finish with a bucket. Uh-oh. And now Amsterdam's starting to feel it, I think. Maybe a momentum shift for the Dutch. Dreesen will miss it. Instead, it's Worthy. 2-ball corner pocket is lined up. He's going to have to reload after missing it. That one missed. Worthy. Down to Dreesen. Back out to Worthy. Still in the 11-13 game. Worthy, looking for Dreesen, but Dreesen wasn't looking back.
Yeah, I think Worthy's getting to the stage of the game where he's just a little bit gassed. He's getting a warning for a flop earlier, and he'll take a seat.
You know, I think that's the right decision, though. I think Worthy to look for Dreesen, who's diving to the bucket. I think Dreesen was just expecting Worthy to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, I think more people were.
Yep, Jalgis, he can't connect either. Juice, that's a beautiful seal. That's a beautiful seal from Julian Jarring.
It's not a kiss from a rose, that's a kiss from a juice.
That's a kiss from a juice. I love it. Kiss from a rose. Seal.
Thank you.
Y'all better be listening at home. Pay attention. Juice. Oh, no, sir. He missed everything. Marijampole with a 3-point advantage as we approach a minute 10 to go in this game. Tunicus gets us that. That was an awkward looking release.
Yeah, end of the shot clock. He looked to try to get one up off of one leg that was probably still bouncing.
I wouldn't recommend that one.
No.
.05 left. Pool C action from here in Amsterdam. The favorite and top seeded team between the two is down as that one is drained by De Jong. They are down by only 1 now. When I started that sentence, they were down 3. Worthy's got 9. Jab, cash. Nearly got a Matulis gets it back, and he'll make good on it as persistence pays off. Mariampole's lead, still slim, however. Juice. Worthy, wait a second, did he?
Yeah, that's a shot
clock violation, yeah.
So Marijampole will take a timeout here to try to see if they can get anything out of this play. They'll get the ball here. We've got 34 seconds. Amsterdam looking at a 2-point deficit. Offense hasn't been flowing, man. This game's been tighter than a ship in a bottle.
I see you, boss.
See, I gotta surprise you sometimes.
No, but you know, when you're talking about the offense, right? And I hate to always compare teams to Oob, right?
Yeah.
But they're the bar. Their offense wasn't flowing either to start the day in that game.
They got it done, though.
But they got a dub, right? It's because it's a mentality. It's an instinct. We'll see if Amsterdam have it. Different games, but they trailing by 2. They're the favorite here, and they're playing in their own backyard. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, and again, not to look ahead in this one, but they got a pretty tough pool with this Marijampole team. I'll try to see what happens here after they close up the game. That's a beautiful teardrop.
Man, that looks like it's going to play. Yeah, teardrop.
And that went out of bounds off of Juice as well. So another turnover in Amsterdam when it matters most.
In the penalty box, 12-second shot clock, 17 seconds on the game clock. Marijampole obviously is going to use as much clock as they can. They can't foul without free throws being a result. Oh, offensive foul. Right? Okay, so they got some help from Marijampole right there.
Yeah.
Not really a smart possession for them. You don't get called for an offensive foul. You just use another 3 seconds if you're Marijampole.
Yeah, true.
You need the possession more than you need a bucket right there.
Yeah. So curious to see what Amsterdam's going to come up with here. As Marijampole has 7 fouls, though, I try to create some contact and maybe go for 1 and get an and 1 up.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be...
That's a chance, but I think that... I don't think Marijampole is willing to foul.
They wouldn't. They shouldn't, for sure.
Dreesen, they're taking a lot of time in this possession already. Down to 3 seconds. Worthy will chunk the deuces. Blau does hit it. it does not mean anything in the grand context of things because Marijampole Mantinga will hold them off despite a double-digit scoring performance from Deon Worthy. Worthy Deon. 17-16. Worthy ends up with 11, but in a losing effort. And you certainly hope that that's not a trend. Another explosive offensive game, but not a dub.